It's May 4th, 2025. Around the text. Prayer Psalm chapter 30. The third Sunday of Easter. We are not going to meditate on the text of the Gospel. Understood that this text has already been the subject of our meditation during the week. You brought me back to life. You brought me back to life. This is the title we give to Psalm chapter 30. By carefully reading the text, nothing seems to rhyme with the indication in verse 1 that the song is dedicated to the inauguration of the house of God. But there are certainly fewer reasons for the author's title. Can we think that this psalm was composed following the census of Israel initiated by David to show his greatness and his power by forgetting to rely on God in this enterprise? Company that evaluates the punishment of David and his people. What we read. To a Chronicle chapter 21 verse 1 to 17, let us remember that most of the trials and failures suffered by King David often inspired him to compose prayers, songs of contribution, supplications and thanksgiving. In this song, we constantly notice an alternation of joy and affliction. It was dualities of life on earth for every believer is a test of our faith. Trials beat us down as if God had temporarily abandoned us, and as Vienna does not favor us, we hardly understand that it is indeed His hand that is acting. Yet it is pain and joy to truly lead us to praise, as we see here in verse 2, verse 5, verse 13. The verses of Troyes and 6 to 10 express that the dark days where life was in danger have passed. But this moment of sorrow showed the psalmist his personal helplessness. As an epilogue, David expresses his gratitude to God for having raised him, which we can read in verses 11 to 13. But beloved in the Lord, what will we remember from this psalm? Well, this psalm is a praise that the psalmist makes to God. To have delivered it, nothing is permanent in this life. The Lord alternates joys and trials as appropriate for another time. We often allow ourselves to be surprised when trials strike us down as if God no longer existed, and when the favors of God come, we don't dare believe it. Now, beloved, let us pray Psalm chapter 30 with the words, if not the translation of the People's Bible. Let us pray Psalm chapter 30. I was right, Lord, because you lifted me up, you did not let my enemies laugh at me. To the Lord my God I will write to you, and you have healed me. You called my soul back on its way to the dead and brought me back to life when I was going to the pit. Singing to the Lord is faithful to you and